All right. So that was Toast to It by Lucius. And we have the honor, and we are very happy and proud to have Lucius here with us in studio this evening. Lucius, how are you doing?
I'm great, Lex. How are you?
I'm swagtastical. I just made that up. I'm feeling fantastic.
I don't think you guys know how excited I'm about this.
I'm very hyped.
We haven't had anyone else on the off the record mic.
And especially somebody that I actually know the music.
Word.
And I know the person too. It makes it, and we all know the person, so it makes it that much better.
And the music's good, which makes it better.
Oh, we're gonna get
because if it was whack, we would have told you, bro.
Right.
Oh,
I know.
Well, you would honestly just wouldn't be here.
Right. Yeah. Lex doesn't have a filter.
Yeah, he knows me well. I don't play that.
Right.
Y'all clowns, man. Yeah. But Lucius, introduce yourself, big dog. See, we know you, but Pittsburgh, they've been hearing peeps here and peeps here, and you've been doing this and opening up for this, and I heard you open up for Jesus last week. I mean, you got, you know what I mean? Let us know what's up.
Yeah, I'm just your average college kid, Pitt senior, go by the name of Lucius. That's not my actual name though. To contrary to belief, a lot of people think that is, but
really?
It's not actually, yeah. But
well, they see that more than they see Logan.
Right, exactly.
How did you come up with that name?
So that, well, for me, I wanted to make sure, thank you, I appreciate it. I wanted to make sure that the name had something meaningful behind it. So I came up with a bunch of different names, and I didn't want my own name to be out there because I wanted it to be kind of like behind the scenes type thing. But Lucius in Latin means the light. So for me, that's kind of what I want to be in every sense of the word and what I do. And in the music industry or in the business world or anything, I kind of want to be that light that stands out, that kind of guides people.
That's kind of how I am when I walk in a room, you know what I mean? And the skin.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the
skin tone,
right? It definitely helps that I'm white.
He the only one that actually nodded. Forget y'all.
Yeah, of course not.
See, that's why I mess with Lucius.
Yeah, SB's light skin.
We all know that already.
Yes.
So what up?
I'm mad we have a camera in here too. I'm about to be exposed, man. But Lucius, we're gonna ask you a couple questions just to let the folk get to know you a little bit better.
For sure.
Please tell us how you started rapping. How did Lucius get his feet wet?
Well, it was about sophomore year of high school. We were sitting at a lunch table, me and my friends, and we just kind of started making parodies of popular songs at the time. So we were started off kind of as a joke or whatever. We record on GarageBand. I think we had some microphone. We had the GarageBand microphone, I think, and we to use the cover we had a Kleenex
nice.
Over
with a rubber band.
Yeah, with a rubber
Class.
band.
I know how it is. I've been around.
So that's what we used, and then my boys started figuring out how to produce, and so we kind of got a little bit more serious, but we were still kind of joke like.
Right.
Then when we got to college, they kind of stopped. So it just was me by myself, and I didn't really want to stop. I loved it too much. So then I kind of took a serious, more meaningful route. So that's now I'm here today.
Awesome.
With Off the Record.
So what people inspired you? I mean, you had to have been into some kind of rap, or where'd you pick up your wordplay from?
Yeah, it's funny that you ask because it actually was just recently the 10-year anniversary of College Dropout.
Yes,
right.
One of the greatest.
That's such a good album, classic album.
Yeah.
And that was actually the birthplace of Lucius, but we didn't know it at the time. But that's.
I like the we, by the way. That was classic. I like
Very
that.
inclusive.
The swag is on
good.
full effect.
But no, that's really what got me interested in hip hop, and I just loved it ever since. And I just I try to be like Kanye. I mean, he's definitely my biggest influence. From that aspect of it, but.
Just do me a favor though. Just don't spaz on radio hosts like me on stage.
You ain't got the
7
answers,
years
Lex.
from now. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't take that path.
I couldn't do that.
So in terms of you're a young up and coming rapper, and we want to talk about where you're going in your career. What type of artists would you like to work with? Do you want to be a part of a new wave that works with each other and connects, or are you sort of looking for the type of more established artists to give you that first shot and maybe roll with one of them?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I think I would take either opportunity. I think I'm definitely big to help other small artists because that's, I think we can work better as a group than individually. And I like working with smaller people and stuff like that because, you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to get big and stuff like that. And I like helping people out, and I want to make sure, kind of like we all eat together type stuff. But, I mean, if I definitely saw, J. Cole walking down the street and I give him my demo and he likes it, then
that's how he got on.
Right, yeah. So, I'm definitely going to take that opportunity, and then try to put, some of the smaller artists on, kind of like everybody else.
Dope. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, you just released, your first mixtape, Life of Lucius.
Yep.
It didn't hit the streets on that piff on High New Hip Hop.
I've got it on my phone.
And
whoa.
We just spun one of your big records, Toast to It. Now, I know it's hard for artists to pick and choose what their favorite song is, so I'm going to give you 3. What are your 3 favorite songs that really speak, I guess, that are personal and speak a message to you?
That's a tough question, as I'm sure you guys know. They're kind of like all my babies, but
you got to choose one.
Stop it up.
Yeah, I was.
Lord have mercy.
I would say No More. I definitely like No More. That kind of tells the story of the typical amateur artist and stuff like that, and kind of the stereotypes and the corniness that can come with it. I definitely like Toast to It. Toast to It is just that feel-good song, that you just played. Definitely just, makes me happy anytime I listen to it.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Maybe we want to get a drink after this thing.
And then on a more serious note, I would say Bullet and a Target.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
Boom. I was hoping you was going to say that.
He was waiting for it. Lex was like, now.
That's what I was going to say
Lex got
next.
the green light.
That's actually my favorite cut-on thing. Like, I've seen you do Popular before, so I knew that song. I knew it well.
Everybody seen me do Popular.
Exactly. And I like, it sounded like it was a really good studio cut of it, because I've heard you do it live. But that Bullet and a Target, that was such like an in-depth, like actual like your rhyme scheme, but also like what you were saying was super dope to me. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Ask the question about what kind of artist you want to be. Do you see yourself as one of those new age artists now? Or I guess I should ask this. What type of artist do you think you are? Are you more original for more original productions, or pulling samples? Because I feel like a lot of artists nowadays, they recycle everything. They have one line in one song and they create a new song based off that one line.
Or one rhyme scheme. Like everybody's doing the Migos thing.
Yes. Right. Or the Juicy J, he has a rhyme scheme.
Right.
You understand? Do you find yourself more of a lyricist who's able to kind of like Kanye West? He's different. He's versatile. He's where do you see yourself?
Well, for me, I like to think that I'm versatile. Right. So I can have serious songs, I can have club hits, I can have dumbed down lyrics, or some tougher lyrics to understand, and might take you like 5 listens to get it or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I like to think I could see myself sampling. I do have a good number of samples on the mixtape, but I like to sample different things. So like Ellie Goulding is sampled on there. Okay. Citizen Cope is sampled on there. I'd like to sample like Billy Joel and some stuff like that.
Complex things.
Yeah, some more
things.
things.
Don't know about that.
So I mean, that's kind of and like maybe like old school beats and stuff like that. Maybe to try and make a new twist to it and stuff like that.
So you're not with that recycling stuff?
No, I mean I probably will. Once or twice. If I have a hotline, I probably will. Throw it out there.
But you won't make a habit of doing that.
No, not at all. I like to make new music for stuff that you're like, oh, I didn't know he could do that, or oh, that's different, but I like it, something like that. Yeah.
Speaking of new music, so I know you're a hip hop fan, so you saw the Grammys, right? And you saw what happened with the hip hop album of the year, the rap album of the year, with Macklemore winning. When we discussed this on the show, we had a lively debate.
I stole it.
Yeah, that people came and like spoke to me about. So I want to see sort of your take on it about Macklemore winning album of the year, and over Kendrick, over Jay, over all that, but just your general take on that.
And what you feel about the text message?
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to get me in trouble already.
No, it's straight up question.
They're gonna pull this up 5 years from now.
Print it in a newspaper.
You could have been a Filipino, and I would ask you the same question. That's all good.
Well, I mean, definitely the Grammys have been known for not necessarily choosing the best rap album.
Right.
I will go on the record saying that I think Kendrick should have won it. But I mean, to each its own. You know, everybody has their own opinions. Macklemore's album was definitely great, as well as, you know, all the other ones. That's why they were nominated for it. So I think it was just, I mean, I don't think, you know, his was the best, but a lot of other people most certainly did. So, I mean, you know, that's that. And as far as the text message goes, you know, I kind of see what he was trying to do, like trying to show people that, you know, he respects what Kendrick did and stuff like that, but it came off bad. You know, it came off as like...
Came off corny.
So
corny.
So you appreciate... Because that's the conversation that we had. So you appreciate the effort behind it, or if you just would have came out and said that, as opposed to having to showcase the actual text message.
Yeah, I mean, that was where it kind of went too far. I mean, I hope his actions were genuine, but you never know. I mean, whether it's trying to get some type of, you know, extra media attention.
That's something a light-skinned John would do. See,
Yeah.
I did text you. Lex, look. Matter of fact, I'm putting on Twitter. You be like, why you ain't just tell me personally?
I would actually really like to see what the response was, if he even responded. Because I could see Kendrick, like, maybe not responding.
Or I could see Kendrick calling him.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Calling him back.
He didn't look bothered at all when he was performing at the All-Star game. That dude was,
Who?
you know, Kendrick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a performance. If I got cheated out, I wouldn't be up there like, yeah, you know, so swimming pool full of liquor, then you die. Like, that's not what I would do either. Like, I'm gonna come back with the full force, and so I'm sure that's probably what he was gonna do anyway.
No,
that's most definitely. Well, speaking of hot artists spitting their verses now, Lucius, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you know what I mean. Yeah, oh yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. I touched your mixtape. I know what type of bars you got. I've been.
Didn't you host the mixtape? Hold on, let's not gloss over that.
Let's
not gloss over that.
I mean, yeah,
just stating facts.
You did the mixtape. You were on the mixtape. I was listening to it. I was like, oh, I know that guy too. Oh, hey, he DJs my show.
I just want to shout out when y'all on the Grammys. That's all I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I mean, it's my first radio interview, so of course.
I'll probably be in the club making somebody really mad with jokes. Really mad. But I'm happy with that.
We're going to make these other rappers really mad. Nah.
Right.
If you don't mind, Lucius, you know what I mean, maybe drop. I don't want to put you on the spot with a freestyle, but maybe a little 8-16-ish
yeah, we can
for
do
the people.
Oh, word.
Like, see, things like, I want you to drop a hot 16 because I usually drop lukewarm 12s and they don't like it. Like, they don't like it.
Yeah,
so if you got a hot
like
16.
Shrinkity, shrink, blink, blink.
Make you think.
I mean,
That's what Lex be doing.
Matter of fact, I'm going to get a little beat.
But I just want to let everybody know, hashtag no Blackberry. Hashtag no notes right here.
Right here.
Hashtag off the top right here. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag
like
no Drake.
I'm going to get a little
relax.
Nice little beat. Hold on. Let me get a nice little beat.
So DJ, what you got?
Let me see for my man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See if you can do it right with this a little bit.
Lucius on the mic.
You see that one girl in the club, yeah, and you just want to be like, girl, bounce that ass like the beat do. Yeah, you hop on my sheets, cool. I don't bite, but I'll eat you. Get you wetter than seafood. Sorry for being explicit. Just try and be optimistic. And I'm never stopping, so you haters better stop and listen. Boy, you better get this straight. Boy, I know you took the bait. Know y'all sleeping on me while your boy has just been wide awake. Go to sleep at 4 a.m. Wake up at the crack of dawn. Yeah, you know just who I am. Lucius, I'm that lightning rod. Just strike you down. Shock you with that white boy sound. Nah, I ain't Lil Boosie, but I had your girl just wipe me down. What wipe me down? And that might be true, but here's one thing I'll say to you. I'm about to take over, so watch out, my reign coming soon.
Woo! Young Light Bright on the mic.
All right, then.
Young
You got the
Light
thumbs
Bright.
up from the booth.
Well, all right,
Mike.
Very good.
First off the record,
mercy.
that was popping, bro. I got to dap you up for that.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
don't like
that.
good enough to dap you, but
That's awesome.
Pittsburgh, if y'all
Hashtag
not hit,
no
man.
Drake.
Come on, man.
I owe you a Crown Royal on the rock, sir.
All right, that sounds good.
Yes.
I'll take that.
I was feeling that, Lucius.
My
Listen,
man
man.
Lucius,
Thank
my
you,
artist,
thank you.
our first guest on Off the Record. If you don't mind doing a big drop for us. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Letting the folk know what station you at.
Absolutely. Yo, what's up? This is Lucius. I'm rocking with the #1 station in Pittsburgh, WRCT 88.3. We got Lex, Alyssa P, and DJ SP. It's Off the Record.
Won't stop the way that I keep to deliver. I'ma make these haters reconsider. Yeah, till I kick back, stay high up for life. now. Won't stop.